I want to explain about the PMD and the CPD, how it will be effective for the Java programmer. Once we start the programming, we have to know which coding standards we have to use. So as Java going forward, we have a many plugins to understand or make it more clear. Like that, to write coding standards properly, we have a plugins to make us remember. So in Maven plugin, we have two kind of supports. One is PMD and other one is CPD. And once we do the code building, if we use PMD and CPD, it will make us to remind what code standards we are missing. For example, PMD, if we use right, see how it will be effective. If any unused imports, it will make us remember we have written unused imports and unnecessary unused variables and code duplications and catching an exception without doing anything, having dead code, too many complex methods, direct use of implementation instead of interfaces, implementing the hash code method without not equals method, especially cyclomatic complexity of code, and we have many things which we are losing, which we are missing while writing a coding. As a standard programmer, we can write something and some we cannot follow regularly. For example, if we want to follow some rules and regulations and we want to make all the team members to follow, best way to use PMD for the Maven. For example, once we do Maven build, it will give you all the violations what and all we have chosen for PMD. So this is the standard PMD which will be supported by the Maven. In Maven plugin, we have to add these rules. These rules especially we have in a PMD. One is PMD and CPD. PMD will give all the violations and CPD is for especially copy paste detector. Nothing but if we have any duplicate codings, it will make us remember. So once we write any code, what we'll do generally, we'll try to make common code in a method and it will try to use same method in multiple places if we need that code. So if we don't do that, sometimes we'll forget to do that. So CPD will make us to remember that this is included in PMD. So if we give this CPD, we can easily understand it will give the violations. So this is the things. For example, if we want to use PMD and CPD in Maven plugin, so this one we have to add it in pom.xml of Maven plugin. So this is the rules we have to follow. So PMD have a set of rules, and not only these rules, especially I have written common mistakes what we do. For example, if we want to select number of rules from PMD, we have to give set of files in a PMD rule set, and that rule set we can add it in pom.xml like this. So if you understand clearly this plugin, you can see what I have given. First, I have declared configuration file. That configuration file I have using here, and also I am giving fail on violation. So if I give fail on violation, once we do the build, automatically if PMD found any violations based on the rule set, that build will fail. And also I am giving 4 rules: PMD, CPD, CPD check and check. So make sure we have to follow all these coding standards which we have given for PMD. And CPD doesn't have any rules, that is having only one rule, copy paste detector, common, have a same code in multiple places. So this is the entry for pom.xml we have to use it. And maybe sometimes PMD cannot cover all the coding standards which is applicable for our application. For example, if we want to write our own coding standards which will be useful in our project, what we have to do? Everybody will think like that, like, is there any chance to write any custom rules? Yes, we have a chance to write custom rules in PMD. I will show you how to write PMD. Custom rules we can write in two types. One is Java coding standard, so as per the Java code we can write, and one more thing is using XPath. So first, before going to write any code, first we have to write one sample program. For example, in my code I want to see a throw, because whenever we are catching any exception, what we have to do, like we want to make more generic custom message. So if we don't throw right, automatically that code will go to the next line, it will try to execute. Maybe there we have a chance to get exception, but actual exception will lose from the coding. So what I want to give is, in catch a block, for sure I need to give a throw. So what I have to do, right? First I write a sample program. So I have written my sample program, so which will be as per my follow standard. So if you install PMD in Eclipse, you have an option for right click. You have an option to right click on. We have an option in PM along with PMD. We have an option. We have an option PMD generate abstract syntax tree. If you generate abstract syntax tree, this will make us to remember. This will give a syntax of our coding. So based on that coding, whatever syntax tree we have, we can write our own XPath expression. So once I write this Java, see, this is my AST. So this is my AST program. So this will give very clear understanding of my coding standard, what I have to follow. So using this we can easily write our XPath expression. So have a statements, block having a throw statement and catch statement, and we have all these things. So this AST will give a clear idea how to write our XPath expression. See my XPath expression for this case. So basically I'm not displaying all the tags. See here, first tag is compilation unit and having a catch statement, and inside I have a throw statement. So this I want to follow. So each catch statement should have a throw statement. So for that, this is my XPath expression. So AST basically giving a syntax what AST have. So based on that I have written catch statement should have a throw statement. If that is not having, just throw a violation. So this is my XPath expression. So using this XPath expression in PMD, we have a preferences. In PMD we have a rule configuration. So using rule configuration, go to rule configuration, add a rule and give a rule name. Give a rule name and give what XPath implemented by. I explained you, right? We have a two option. One is Java, and using XPath also we can write. So I have used XPath. So if you go to the next, give a description of a rule and give the message. Then give XPath expression what you want to give to violate the coding standard. So this is my PMD, and make sure you applied that PMD to Java program. Then right click on the program and do a PMD check code. So immediately it will show the violations. So this will give a very clear understanding what PMD will do. After seeing this, if you need more details on this, you can go here in javavillage.in. You have javavillage.in. You can go to javavillage.in, and in javavillage.in you have a option for PMD-CPD in Maven. What plugin we have to add it in Maven for pom.xml, and the second option is how to create PMD custom rules in Ruleset. This is very easy to understand. If you see this one, you can understand like how can we easily write a PMD custom rules for our Java program. Thank you.